Alright, how are we going? Just quickly before everyone starts to leave. Nah. We have new rooms now, so we've got this room here, which is a locked loot room, so you can't actually get through this door. You've got to blow through it with a demo block. And then on here, there'll be loot that spawns, and it's inside of all these types of buildings. Not the ones with the ENP on top of it, just these ones in the military zones. Which one had all this room here? I have to double check to make sure I took, that's where the old loot room was, so got to make sure that I took all the loot that's supposed to spawn in there. So it tells you what is locked loot room. Put some sandbags there to stop people from trying to RPG it. See if we can get anything to spawn. Everything's still loading in, so and we also lowered the vicinity, so you can't actually vicinity check. You know, stand over here, tab. Stand over there and tab. Desync there. Double check to make sure you can't. Actually tab on the roof to just pull the loot out, so yeah, so all military loot that spawns now in all the bunkers, all the barracks, do not have attachments, suppressors, or anything like that. They're just a base version of the gun. But those locked loot rooms actually have all the really good stuff. I just have to make sure that I removed the really good spawners from here. These used to be the locked loot rooms. Like if there's by the looks of it, it's just the normal. There's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. It's not too much of a big deal. And actually just readjust it later on down the track. One room with a heap of spawners isn't going to hurt. Not much is spawned in at the moment because server's only just started, but alright. So like this, say this there, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 spawners. You have to blow through that door with a demo block. It's 1 demo block it should be. Unless you want to be a suicide cunt and fucking stand here and RPG it and then your mates can go in there and get the shit, but fuck that. Long run back up there. The direct hits will blow that door down, but splash damage doesn't affect it. Just go up here and let's just have a look and see if we can vicinity fucking peek. Yep, but we can't vicinity peek it. Other than that, all the loot's still the same. Base game guns, M60s, your machine guns, everything that doesn't have a scope or any sort of attachment will spawn in there. So they're gonna turn out like that. They're just all gonna be iron sights, except for those lock loot rooms where you got the good stuff. So there's a lock loot room in every military POI. The only one that doesn't have it is down south. So all the jewelry and shit like that, we will be putting amethysts, gold rings, gold bars, in here as well. I may just zip around in the tools and just fucking place down a couple more spawners in here. Deck this out with some, you know, some random shit. Maybe put a bed there. Another cupboard. Put some more spawners on it. Military table or something. Put the spawners on top of the table. But you can, you know, before you go and blow through a door, you can actually see in there to see, you know, that there's something there before you just go and waste your C4 block. But that may change. We may make this door into a actual solid bunker door. I'll just change the fucking mesh of it. Go through the hassle of doing all that again. You can't shoot through it anyway. It's only explosives, so yeah, just been setting up the server. Aggressive, very, very high perceptions. Modifiers are up. They don't consume ammo. Accuracy is just vanilla. Big weather mod. Time scale is on 6. Global supply usage I don't worry about. Up here, this is another POI. So we'll put another locked loot room up here somewhere. Place down another building. Some more trees. Burnt out cars and that. There will be a helipad up here. And some living quarters around here just to make a little tent city. This one will be to resupply your helis with ammo. It'll be the only place you can come here to get the rocket resupplies and shit like that. But no one's got helicopters at the moment, so like if you had a helicopter and you wanted to go there to rearm it, they won't respawn for 45 minutes, so you'd have to, you know, come fly up here somewhere, land on the edge here, or, you know, we landed up here and we just walked down here, killed them all. Person flying the helicopter just flew the helicopter, landed on it, resupplied it, and off we went. So yeah, that's basically all the new stuff that I put in. There's no locked room down here. As of yet, I may just do something different with these buildings. Civilian loot is still the same. You still got your shotguns, pistols, SMGs and all that. Interested to see what the loot spawning is for. We got a Typhoon here. So someone can take the Typhoon, or you can purchase the vehicle. You do have to get rid of all the AI, the mechs that spawn in. Yeah, so you got your bags. Still the same. Not every room's going to have something in it. As the server goes along, yeah, it will start to pick up. We won't really know until we get, like, you know, 20 players on if the loot needs to be tweaked or not. Oh, there's our car that we ditched there fucking 3 weeks ago. Other than that, got Bureau Guard, we got the airfield. Airfield's really hard. This is a hard airfield. I may go through some of these huts and change them to the really good stuff, but in these ones that are around here, like all these buildings and that around here, this is where you'll find the majority of your scopes, suppressors, all your guns and shit like that, just your iron sight guns. Helicopters are up here, so you got to take out these AI turrets, anti-air turrets and shit like that. So the helicopters, the crashed helis, now they will be another source of something that I overlooked. These spawners will be changed to the good stuff. Which I will do in the next update, which will possibly be tonight. So, server gets updated pretty regularly. Gets backed up, so that way we have no issues. Um. Oh, thank fuck for that. I thought I just deleted my fucking... Deleted the whole... Because I dragged it over and then I cancelled it. So we'll copy this. That was very, very stupid to do that. Copy. Paste saved version in there. Our working version there. We should go and... This is going to be the test. This is a sketchy part that I fucking hate doing. Like, hoping that these guys haven't bugged out there. Sometimes when you do the mod, reload it, and that these are all empty. Because they have no money to them, so things like gold rings, amethysts, I do have another version of this. Gold bars. We may be putting in the locked rooms. You can't actually sell gold bars, so gold... What we will be doing is making another... Maybe another trader over here. To... Actually, for the gold, for the rings and that sort of stuff. And then this one's just going to be for headphones, food, base building, keys and stuff like that. The base plans. Just all your consumable shit. Let's just have a look. Probably streaming at the wrong time. Yesterday we streamed in a bit later in the afternoon and we hit 50 views on it. Like 50 people watching. I was pretty fucking hyped about that. Close that down. Bring that up here. Let's have a look at the Discord. All right. I'm pretty sure I got the audio pretty good. And also, you can no longer walk up to say like something on the ground. It will not show up in the vicinity until you're right on top of it. And their clothing didn't stay on their body. Craft your ghillie suits here too. Your brown and green ghillie suits, just go and gather all the leaves from the farms and that. There's a big stack of leaves there and you can just gather 50 of them, bring them back here. EpiPens, if you're unconscious, morphine, free maps, backpacks, helmets, just basic shit. And then you get into the plates, so you can buy plates. This stuff here, all this black shit, and this stuff, you purchase it for 500, you sell it for 500. So basically, this is what we run. We run all this stuff, so that way if a player, you know, someone does join the server and they do come across us and kill us, they get some good shit and fucking they can either keep it or they can bring it here and sell it for good money. But other than that, yeah, it's the server's going pretty good. We're getting a little bit of traction. Don't do any advertising or anything like that. We don't ask people to pay money. Keep the server running. It's free. We have no safe zones. There's no rules. Except for, you know, don't be an arsehole and tell people to go fucking, you know, themselves. Other than that, it's pretty right. If you want, you can land a helicopter on the back of the boat. In building caves. If you want to take over a fucking military POI like one of these, you want to, you know, take over that shed, fucking go for it. But soldiers, mechs, and all that roll around in there, we'll make short work of it. Static AI patrols, roadblocks, and slightly snowy terrain. Just for something different. But other than that, I'm gonna go find my body. And we've got AI missions too, so these guys that kinda don't know how to drive, they'll have loot in that vehicle. I don't know why they get out of it and they decide to walk off, but US faction. Robot faction, zombie faction, all friendly to each other. The USS faction is enemy to everyone. We will be putting in civilians. Now the civilians will not be armed, but they will be military. So they could be, you know, wandering around the town here. You could kill an AI soldier. There's a chance that they may make a run for their guns and ammo and loot their body and then start shooting at you. But that is the next couple of updates away. And it will be sometime after Thursday, so that's going to make it even more interesting. May kit them out just a little bit to put some, you know, a bag on them, make them look like a player, so that way people think that that's someone walking around. Don't know yet. See how it goes. There are vehicles on the map. They've been moved, but they're there. You got these little missions too that I've built. So you come here with, I think, a laptop or something. Go inside and hack the airplane. It drops a USB, or it will drop money. Take the USB and the money, whichever one it is, to the traders and sell it to the guy that's got the washing machine. You know, launder the money. Other than that, yeah, so these will have the good loot in them. Maybe, possibly. Not 100% sure yet. Processing lab. So this is where you bring all your ores, your iron. Take your iron to this little table here. This is where you craft your nails. Take your ore for your ingots here. With some planks, some timber. And then you bring the ingots to this table and it will give you 3 rings per ingot. Each ring's worth 2,500, so you can either sell the ingot for 1,000 or you can sell the rings at the trader, but the trader at the moment is all the way down there, so I would, if you were playing, and I'd stock up on the rings and wait for the ship to come back, you know, around here somewhere. And then depending on where you are, then go and sell it, unless you want to take the chance and run all the way back down south to Perel Bay and hopefully survive it and sell it down here. Yeah, so that's about it. That's pretty much all I've been doing. So yeah, C4's the only thing that'll get through that door. I don't think any loot's spawning on that because it's not ready yet. A little bit of snowy. And all your spawn points are at these towers, so there's nothing, no spawn points up north. Just halfway and back. I do need to find my... Here it is. This is just a little test base that I built. Just trying to see if you don't have a flag. Does the base deteriorate? Does boxes delete? So far, nothing has happened. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. That is classed as vicinity. Okay, so putting your... Yeah, that's... Shouldn't be that. That should be just like an inventory. Now, is that going to be the same thing for a fucking vehicle? Because that's going to be an issue. I do have a vehicle over here that's got stuff in it. I hope it's not. No, it doesn't count. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so I have to get the boys to... make sure they don't stick their lockers in the walls, because they won't be able to... If I can find it. There's got to be a way... Maybe I might be able to increase the vicinity a little bit. I don't want to go too much, because with the locked loot rooms, people will be able to just stand on the outside of the wall and take the stuff. So that's why I've lowered it. It's 0.5 meter. What about if I go prone? Does that do the same? Alright, so I'll have to make sure that... Yeah, I might have to increase it just a little bit. But anyway. What the stuff that I had? I got two kits. Okay, so that's my sellable ones. That is not mine. Alright, so it's this one here. So far we haven't had any issues with stuff disappearing. Take our bag. Still got our iron, which we do need to go down to. Basically, I need to make my way down to a sawmill. And sawmill is... surprisingly... I can't... oh, here. Sawmill is to the north, so... these little squiggly lines are like wells. We will be making them so that way you can actually just drink fresh water from them. So we're going to head to the sawmill. We're going to get some planks. Then we may actually have a second step put in at one stage. You take your planks and run it through a shredder. And then it'll give you kindling. Then you take the kindling up the north to do that. Maybe. Might be a bit too many steps, I don't know. We won't know until we get there. So now I just got to make sure that we can actually harvest the trees. The trees automatically harvest into your bag, so that's not a problem. Planks, on the other hand, spawn on a machine. But I'm pretty sure you can still look at it and pull it into your body, into your inventory. I don't know how it's going to go with the AI, with the vicinity being so low. It's going to make it more challenging because you won't be able to stand here with a dead soldier out near that tree and vicinity pick his body off, shit off his body. You're going to have to basically get right on top of him and take the shit. Or look at it, open the bag, take the stuff out. We'll try that. We'll give it a crack. I'm pretty sure there's some zombies up here. And not all the grass has a snow effect on it. Some of it doesn't. It's just basically just to break up the terrain a little bit. We may lose things like this. There's an old bathtub there. We're going to try and bring cocaine in, so harvest the cocaine out of the bath. Harvest some stuff around here, maybe something, some junk, some scrap. There's already so much to do on the server that we haven't even got to do yet. Like, we haven't even got to do the gold yet. We keep getting sidetracked and keep getting killed. Majority of your scopes, your guns you can find. So we got this. So once we die, we're not going to be able to get this gun back unless we have enough money to purchase it from the trader, which we don't, because it's like 15 grand. Scopes, suppressors are about 700 each, so they're doable. Mags are about 700. They sell for 400. We may tweak that a little bit. We may drop the prices for the mags, so that way they're a bit more accessible. But if you want to run around collecting mags and take them back to the traders to sell them, well, yeah, go for it. I've never seen the leaves fall off the trees before. Must have something to do with the mod that we're using. So the car crashes and the zombies only take one shot to kill. Apparently over 200 meters they do not hear you, but they respawn every 30 seconds. But you have to leave the area for that to activate. Or if you're in here and someone else is coming and these zombies respawn after 30 seconds, you know someone's in the vicinity. I think it's about a minute 20 for if you're in the zone. Alright. Yeah, so the last couple of days of streaming has been really, really good. It's been interesting. I haven't worked out how to get like keys to work on filing cabinets, so that's why we had to do the locked loot rooms with explosives. So this is the machine that you bring the timber to. So you bring your logs here, and it tells you every interactable thing on the map tells you what you need to produce that item. So, and the way you get that is over here. We got these big ass pine trees. Now it's simple. I think some of these are... Yeah, so I've got some of these, it's at the bottom of the ground for some reason until you get down here, because the way I've pasted it in. But yeah, it's simple. But it fucking works. I do have an actual saw that you can purchase, and then you have to have the saw to be able to like Alright, I have way too much stuff on my body, so I have no room. Um, that's going to be... Why do I have SVD mags? I'm just going to drop these SVD mags because... quickly just restock that. Fuck, I don't have an AK, so... Chuck that. We found a Reap IR scope, which is pretty good. Try and dump a few water. We can get dirty water from anywhere, so... Oh, there it is there. Okay, so I did go into inventory. Alright. Okay, so now we've got that stuff on the ground. Basically, you'll have to stand on top of it. Or you just look at it and pick it up. So we got one log. And now we're going to take this one log. Now we're going to take it over to the machine. I may try vicinity for 1 meter. Always close the door. Then you take your log over here. As I said, it's simple, but it works. My game just froze for a second. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I'm not too sure what causes it. I don't know if it's just me because I'm streaming, but... And pick your planks up. Should have 5 planks. We got 3. Yeah, one makes 5. Oh, here we go. We got 2 there. Try and keep them out of my vest. Now you can buy the plate carriers to add to your vest if you get damaged or whatever, because they do deteriorate over time when you get shot in that. So you can buy these for all the types of vests, and that goes to heli crash. I am working on a cinematic aeroplane helicopter that will just fly around the map with soldiers in it, so that way it will use the M60s to shoot at players. But that's a little bit, that's a tricky one, that one. But now we got our planks, we got our oars. We got to make it up here to the processing lab. And then you got to go, at the moment black market's down here, so then we have to come all the way back down to sell the goods. But what I will do is I will come back to the base, offload it into my chest. The next update I will be putting at this processing lab. I'll be putting another, copying what's up here and putting it over here. So that way it's this one sort of midway. And then the black market trader this week will probably go to Southern Gulf. I may put one here and one up here. Now it will be a fair way off the beaten track up here, so it'll only be accessible by boats. This one here you'll be able to swim to. That way you've at least got, you know, two choices. It only takes like 5 minutes to swim out to it, but... So we'll go to Lemuel, whatever it's called. We'll go to the donkey and fucking... All these walls are indestructible now. You can't crash through fences. Gates you can crash through. This wall is destructible. Anything that is already damaged, you can blow up and gain access to. But in saying that, it's a fun server to play on. It's hard finder till you get used to knowing where all the roadblocks are. You know, once you get the feel of the server, then it becomes a lot easier. Start knowing where things spawn, where the AI are situated, the locations, how they work, and then there you go, Chloe. Yeah, pretty good. Just thought I'd be having a crack at some fucking Reforger. We just done some updates, so we've got big massive changes to the loot system. We've got locked loot rooms now. Oh, thanks for that, man. Thanks for that. We got locked loot rooms now, so the only way to gain access to them is to use C4 to blow through the doors, and then in there is where you get like the guns I'm using. So everything on the map that spawns now is only iron sights for military, and civilians is got civilian loots, civilian guns. The military zones have, you know, the military stuff, but they're iron sights only, and the only way that you can get a fucking scoped gun, suppressed weapon and all that sort of stuff is to either spend the 4,000 on a C4 block and go to each location, and you can see through the door and you can see the racks where they are, and if you can see some guns on it, blow through the door and take it. But getting there is a different story, because you got the AI, you got the mechs, you got everything that's working against you. So, not a bad server. We got a few people that do play. They work, so they can't play like all the time, like in the daytime, but weekends we usually get maybe 5 or 6 players, but they're the players that are they're the ones that like the challenge. We do get random people to just drop in and come and play, but I think they're too used to the other DayZ armor forger servers where you can run into a building and come out full kit, NVGs, and like come out really geared. This one's tailored to location specific. Food's another one. Apple trees, plums, good way to keep yourself alive. You can make apple juice. They take like the apples to a restaurant, and then there's like a bar tap there, and you can make juice out of the apples. That gives you really good stats. You can kill the zombies, take the meat off them, add clean water to it, and make boiled meat. It's another good way to get food up. There's no clean water sources on the map at all. You can drink from the lakes, you'll get cholera, you'll get sick. It produces dirty bottled water. You can also take it, if you want to drink it, you got to take it to the water treatment plant, and then you can purify it at the treatment plant. But at the moment, I'm down here. I've got to get up here to the processing lab, which is where you do the weed as well. You can process your weed up there. There's weed labs down here. One weed lab there, and then a weed lab like on Ireland as well over here. Water treatment plants everywhere, so they're all guarded by bandits and shit like that. Bandit camps are the only place where you can get thermals. Some nice gear out of that, but that's a little bit of a challenge to get to. But yeah, I've got to get up here to the processing lab. You can buy C4 from a trader, or there's sometimes you'll have a mission pop up where hunters will come hunting for you, or there will be a, like this one here, or a bandit camp. They'll have a chance to drop some C4. I haven't seen it in a while, so that's a good thing, because it sells for a lot of money. And it's a high value, I don't know, what would you say? It's a high value item. But yeah, it's been pretty good the last couple of days. Had nearly 50 people watching the stream yesterday. And the day before, I think we had like 38. So it's... So it's slowly picking up. I'm probably doing it probably streaming at the wrong time now. I've been looking at the analytics and that, and it's saying like 8 PM onwards is a good time. But with all the stuff that I just added, I thought, fuck it, I might just do a quick couple of hours stream or something and see how it goes. Hopefully I can get some money together to get some C4 and go and scout out a locked loot room so I can try and stock up on some more nice guns. Because if I die, I'm going to be running around with iron sights again, and fuck, I hate iron sights. Need at least a little red dot. But in the military zones and that, you can find scopes and suppressors and stuff like that. So you can find a gun that's just got iron sights on it, and then find the suppressor, find that sort of stuff and put it on there. Got to watch out because we've got bombers as well and explodies. We also have mechs, so mechs patrol the airfield. That reminds me. I don't think there's anyone on at the moment. Where is it? Yeah, so you got your mechs. Just got to make sure that they're... Sometimes they get out and they wander in the forest and that. They get out there and... I'm trying to keep them inside the military POI, so... How they're getting out is... They're busting through the gates, so I may have to make these gates indestructible. These parts of the walls indestructible, so they... See, look, there they go. They busted through that one there. And over there. So, it's just little things that I'm trying to tweak. I just don't want, them to get out and next thing you know, someone's over here at fucking in the forest here and they're like, oh, the mech come over and killed me, and, I gotta deal with all that crap. Basically trying to get it so that way everything is explained when you're playing. Everything that you interact with, it explains it to you how to do it, and so that way it's less work for admins who have to do stuff, and then we can just sit back and we can just play the game as well, not have to worry about being logged in, and we can just play. If someone gets into trouble, we can help them, but it doesn't play like the US servers. With the servers that we've been having, and like my last server that we had, it's at around about 30 players. The exact same server in the US was running with a little bit more players, because it's US, of course, is more popular. Maybe 40 to 50 players, 60 sometimes. Always complaining and whinging and that they died, or they lost their gun, or we don't have that problem over here, which is good. Less work for me to do, less work for the admins. It just means that everyone gets to enjoy. Everyone dies and they just keep on powering through. Hey Ethan, you like my snow? It's something that I would like to learn how to do. I want to somehow make it so that this fucking power plant here is linked. A switch is linked to every single one of my light sources in the town that's close by. That may be something that's hard. I can do light switches and have the light switches when you walk into a room, turn the light on, the room lights up. But I've got to go through every prefab and set it up like that, so that's too much work for me. That's why I just put the lights in, and every time it goes night, the lights turn on every single house. And where are we? Yeah. No, that's why I just got my lights. That's why I've got working interior lights. When it becomes nighttime, all my lights work, but there's no way to physically turn them on and off from a certain location. Yeah, I'll show you. We'll just make it night time for a minute. See? Not every room's got it. Not too much light. Just enough to so you can see. This room hasn't got any lights in it. Yeah, so pretty much that's how I've done it for the lights. I've just placed the a light bulb in each one of these. The light what do they call it? The prefab. Fucking in each one of the prefabs, and then just left it like that. Like, I don't even think there's another Reforger server that has lights like that just turn on at night time. It's something that I've got that no one else has got. And another thing that we've done is yeah. Oh geez, my stream's a little bit behind, isn't it? Oh, strange. That's a good 1 minute behind. I don't know why it's... Don't know why it's like that. The other thing that we've done is... No more vicinity tabbing. No more running into the middle of a room and tabbing to just drag and get rid of your stuff. You know? You can still do it if you... For instance, I'll drop an apple. Oh wait, I've got to drop an apple. That is an apple. Doesn't show up. You stand on top of it, it shows up. Same with ammo, so now you actually have to physically look instead of the lazy way of just walking up to a wall. Oh look, there's loot on the other side of that wall. Just gives it a bit more of a... See, no money, doesn't show up. I'll take the money. Same with bullets, shotguns, ammos, the bathroom. No guns show up. Okay. Ah, there it is there. What did you... Hold on. Dude, hop up. The kid just fell out of bed. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yeah, hop up. Out of it. You won't fall. What you get for hanging over the side of the bed. Now that's going to be a problem. If you ever drop your gun on the ground, you got to make sure it doesn't go under anywhere. Now to take the ammo out of this, we'll have to stand on it and we'll just take the ammo out. Same with a shotgun. I don't think we can... Oh yeah, we can do it. But... Put your gun in the bag. Equip it. Take the ammo out. Of course it's going to bug out on me. Drop the gun. And take your gun back. Will take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it's just a bit better of it. bit better of a gameplay. It's combining stuff that other games do. You know, we got the mechs, we got the all that sort of shit. I want to make this here accessible by, you know, you walk up to it and the only way it will open the inventory is if you have like a key or something in your inventory. Or a lockpick or something like that. That's something that I would like to do. This is where you cook your meat. So if I had rotten meat on me and a bottle of water, you could boil it here. Or you can cook it here. If you just cook it, it just gives you food. If you boil it, it gives you food and water. Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to die. 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 They are good shots too, so I can break out the windows before they fucking... When I do take a shot. It actually goes through the window instead of getting stopped by the window. I don't know what that was. Is there a mission here somewhere? Okay, Velena view. Okay, so we got soldiers here somewhere. That sucks. They must be in town. They've got to be in here somewhere. There's a yellow hat Mosin wearing fucker that's in here as well, and he does some damage. Got this thing where if you get shot in the head, your helmet flies off. Or if you shoot their gun flies out of their hand. So you got to be careful with the zombies because they'll melee the gun and you'll drop your gun. I can't hear anyone walking. I just want to keep going north. I just want to go smelt my gold in peace. You can drink from that water source down there, but you'll get sick. Have to head a little bit east. I gotta add some different trees to this field. But probably some more like this. Little tiny ones. Couple of bushes, like it's just starting to get overgrown because it hasn't been looked after. Yep, wrong button. What's going on with the Discord? Alright, keep going. I don't know why it's so far, my stream's so far behind. Maybe I might have to refresh the page. Yeah, that's better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20 seconds? Is it pretty instant on the YouTube side of things? That's the thing. Yeah, it's about the same. Anyway, we keep running north. I like the water effect. I think the mod that I'm using has more bird sounds in the forest when in the daytime. I've got to go through and cut all these trees out of this field. Anywhere it's got like wheat and stuff, I gotta get rid of the big trees. No, no. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Shit. Yeah, in the forest, we got those fuckers and... Alright, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Ammo's not scarce, like you can buy it, you can loot for it, you can take the ammo out of the other guns and stuff like that. There are some hunters around that have M4 mags on them. I may build like an ammo dump somewhere. So that way You can break into an ammo dump if you want and raid the loot out of it. I don't know how much, so what if I put a spawner in there, or if I will just put a physical item, place down a physical item into it, and then every restart there will be 10 mags of M4, 5.56, and 10 mags of AK, and 10 mags of fucking something else. Maybe even five mags of each. Maybe some M60 belts and yeah, I think I might do that. I might do that tonight. The only problem with the forest is that you get turned around. So before we had the compass not on the map, and we didn't have the Where Are You mod, because people wanted that, and I literally pretty much ran around for an hour, and I ended up basically, I started this tree and run, and then an hour later I'm running back up to this tree from the same direction. But now we've got the Where Are You mod. It's fucking just makes it easier. People sort of know where they are. I'd prefer to not have it on and not start with a map and go find a map at the shop or something like that. Loot for one. But you gotta compromise and go like meet people halfway. It's like, alright, I'll put a map in. I'll put the Where Are You mod on and go from there. I just thought that was a fucking AI fucking hawk, and then it was an owl. Owl hooting at me. In the forest areas, you don't have anything to contest to unless there's a mission that spawns somewhere. You're just contesting against the infected hunters, because there's hunters like that that'll actually hunt you down. Other than that, stick to the roads, the main roads and that sort of stuff. There's a chance that you'll get shot down by a roadblock or a static mission. I don't know where I'm going to put the ammo dump. I'm still trying to work that out. I don't want to put it at the airfields or military zones, because we've already got a lot of stuff down there. I might make a prefab up and place it down maybe in the bandit camp. But then there's an LAV there that's got the ammo for the M4s and stuff in it too, so maybe I might build like a little bandit camp, an abandoned bandit camp out in a couple of the forests, one up north, one central, maybe one on Ireland. Build another indestructible door, maybe one that takes 2 or 3 C4. Couple of rockets, maybe. Maybe give it like 5,000 health. Then really put some like ammo in there. $5,000 health will only be like 3 rockets. Loot does spawn up in those trees too. Yeah, we should be able to keep running a bit more north now. Probably have to go like northeast. I do need to find some apple trees, but stock up on some apples. Monty. Few zombies in there. I wish it would just stay in your hotbar. I don't know why it doesn't just restock the hotbar up when you place them in there. It should do us anyway. Should do us, keep us going. This will only be a short stream today. Well, now. Maybe an hour and a half or so. Then I'm going to go and build some more stuff on the workbench and make some more POIs up. And we'll get ready to do probably a decent live stream tonight. At about 8, 9 o'clock. Get on and do a good fucking 4 or 5 hours. There, I'll leave it here. Anyway, I'll catch up with you a bit later on tonight.